Stace, my name is Blue, and today we are lost in Pesterquest. It also kind of sounds like the fan that my laptop is on is dying, so if you hear that, I'm sorry. It's literally right in front of my mic, or my mic is right in front of it, because this is the only setup that works for me on this tiny desk. Also, if the game audio is too low and my voice is too loud, I apologize in advance. OBS updated it and it messed with all my sound settings, and yeah, let's get into it. So last time we did Solix. Today we do Volume 10, Route 1, Fight Me, Fuckboy. Eridan Emperor. Let's get into it! Looks like you're back on the beach, prowling around like you're looking for lost coins and trash with a metal detector. Except you're looking for friends, and people whose lives you can make a little better with your reality warping powers. Come to think of it, maybe you should be looking for lost coins. You're not exactly made of money right now, to say the least. Oh. It's the boy! You look up and see a fishy dude sitting sadly on the shore. Not fishy in the sense that he's suspicious, but in the sense that he literally has fins on his face. Although, he's definitely a little fishy in the other sense, too. After a few seconds, he heaves an exaggerated sigh and turns his head in your direction. It seems his brooding has been paused momentarily. Hey! You over there. Yeah, I'm talking to you. The one looking around to see if there's anyone else I'm talking to when you're literally the only person around for miles. I don't know what voice to give Eridan. He might end up sounding more like Cronus than Eridan. Yes, thank you for pointing to yourself. Are you that alien friend slut everyone keeps talking about? Quite the reputation we've built for ourselves. Friend slut? Wow. You tell the guy that, yes, you are a friend slut. It's you. That is basically exactly what you are. It's what you do. Slut for friends. It's not wrong. You ask him who called you that in the first place. You're going to need to thank them for giving you such apt terminology with which to describe yourself. Was it Solix? You bet a lot of money that it was Solix. No, it wasn't fucking Solix. God. Jeez, you really are a hyperactive little bulge muncher, aren't you? No, that was something I came up with myself. He has his nails painted. After hearing everyone talk about you and shower you with praise on Trollian. I'm Eridan, by the way. I'm very rich and very important around here. And by that I mean on this planet. Wow, you sincerely thank Eridan for his nickname and services. Off to a great start. Something tells you that this guy might actually kind of suck, though. God, I suck. My Royale and my Chemiscus most spontaneously realized how much of an ungrateful piece of troll garbage I am recently. Sir! And they dumped the hell out of me. Ripped my damn heart out like it was part of a grisly offering to gods. Eridan turns a dramatic eye to the ocean. Oh, it's time for a feelings jam. Fuck yeah. You can't believe your luck in running into the one motherfucker on this planet desperate enough to just tell a complete stranger all his troubles. It's giving you the perfect ammo. It took me like 4 tries to read that sentence and I still couldn't get through it without laughing. Ammo with which to pierce his heart. with, like, you know, the power of friendship or something. So I'm, like, going through a lot at the moment because honestly, at this point, I'm feeling pretty worthless. Nobody wants to deal with me, or date me, or hate me. No one's gonna put up with my unending tidal wave of bullshit. So what even is the point anymore? I'm not even gonna try to deal with the double W's and V's like every other Eridan voice actor. We're just gonna pretend it doesn't exist. Nobody wants to be my friend, and I don't blame them. I should give him an aristocratic voice. Wait. That's not true, you want to say. No, you want to scream out so loudly that the entire length of the beach reverberates with your declaration. Against all better judgment, you want to be his friend. You want to comfort this broken-hearted fish boy. Of course you do, MC. If it sounds and feels like I am more energetic than I usually am, it's because I am, and I do not know why. Do not mention it. It does not exist. There's definitely something wrong with you. Are you just going to stare at me like that? Listen, I don't do this shit for free. Open up in front of other people I've never met, I mean. People pay good money for this shit. A good melodramatic emperor wallowing from yours truly usually costs a fucking premium. Oh, what? Yeah, woe is me, etc., etc. Listen, are you going to give me the cash or what? Eridan Emperor! No wonder we were talking about how fucking broke we were in the beginning. This guy can't be fucking serious. Why is someone this rich asking you for money? Look, a guy can have hobbies, okay? Sometimes that means making money from poor people because they saw me when I was having one of my bigger moods. Fuck you. You understand, right? Absolutely not. Awesome. Please pay me for listening to my problems. I'm pretty sure therapy is the other way around. You're starting to get an idea of why people might have gotten sick of this guy to dump him without remorse. Calmly, you let Eridan know that you were simply put broke as hell. Well, that ain't my problem. Tell you what. If you can't compensate me with cash, maybe we could find an alternative method of payment. Oh, God, no. No, shut the fuck up. I'm not talking about any dirty arhenas or anything. Give me a little bit of fucking credit. We're saying no because we don't want to spend time with you. Listen, I'm still messed up over theft and Vriss breaking my heart as carelessly as Purpiece knocks over a wine glass, shattering it into a million pieces. If you couldn't tell by my beach gazing, I'm very lonely. What I want is for you to accompany me on a friendly little outing. Oh. Is that all? Because honestly, you would have tried to get him to do something like that without any sort of silly prompting on his part. Much less actual emotional extortion. This guy might be even more desperate for friendship than you at your worst. But you say sure. You're absolutely down to do anything with him. Really? That's awesome. Why do you look so fucking pained, man? Do you not want her? Okay. Eridan tries to crack a light smile and fails. Well, I think I'll let you decide what we should do together on our little friend date. After all, you're the expert in this. I wouldn't say we're an expert. We have gone through a series of trials and errors and multiple timelines, dude. So I'll go anywhere you think of. You have an infinity of choices to choose from here. Hot damn, really? You haven't been this overwhelmed with choices ever. You can choose to go anywhere with this rich fish bastard. That's Okay, maybe having infinite choices is way too much. You have to narrow it down. But you certainly have more options than usual. Or maybe you should just ask him where he wants to go? You decide. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. We could ask him where he wants to go. We could go to a stolen art museum, stay at this beach, watch a movie. Teleport to Earth, head to the anime store, find a graveyard. That sounds like something to... This is Aradia territory. This is... Fuck, I forgot his name. Was it Tikari? No. You know who I'm talking about. Front sim anime dude. Sugoi anime man with katana. And being the narcissistic piece of shit he is, we will ask him where he wants to go. I already told you. I'm gonna go wherever you want to go. God damn it, you're hoping he'd pick up on your lack of clarity on the best decision. Does he really not have anywhere in particular that he wants to go? Well, surely it doesn't matter what you pick if he's being so insistent on letting you choose. Let's go watch a movie. Yes. Hell yes. Hell fucking yes. You know what is up. We are totally in fucking sync. You're not sure if that's a compliment or an insult. No, see, I already have movie tickets. And had them for like a month. I was planning on going in a few minutes from now anyways. So clearly we are destined to be together as lifelong fucking pals. Absolutely not. Because you knew exactly what we were always going to do. You're sorry. He had movie tickets this whole time. Why didn't he say so? Oh, you know. You don't. You're a little myth that he was just expecting you to know what he wanted the whole time. But you're not letting it get to you. Moving on, let's get this show on the fucking road. I'm calling up the airship right now, and we can take a nice little scenic route to watch the planet-renowned classic known as Shrek 2! What do you say? Your eyes widen a little. Your body instinctively makes a spit motion. You're sorry, Shrek 2? Classic? Finally, someone speaking your fucking language. It's an unironic masterpiece that suddenly a hazy memory pops into your head of Shrek and Eridan standing side by side in a desert, surrounded by the black void of a cracked sky. And just as quickly as it pops in your head, it disappears. Oh boy, what the fuck was that? Is your mind playing tricks on you? Was Eridan smiling just then? You're not entirely sure why that stuck out to you. This vision is so out of place. Were it not for Aradia, you'd just start thinking none of your vague past memories were real. In fact, it almost makes you doubt that any of what you're experiencing is real. And yet, it strikes you as very familiar. Is there something else you forgot somehow? You refocus on your surroundings. Suddenly, you're on an airship deck, and Eridan's walking in front of you towards the bridge of the ship. Holy fuck, this airship is huge, you say. Also, when did you get here? You walked on it like any bipedal, quadrupedal, or septipedal alien would. What are you talking about? Sorry, Shrek was making you dissociate. Okay, fine, fucker, I'll just say it again. Welcome to the airship de Embura. It's practically my second or third home, and basically it's fucking incredible in every conceivable way. No kidding. The airship could probably fit a few city blocks on it, buildings and all. Hell, it looks like it could fit at least 3 more conventional, less airborne ships on it. You'd probably get tired walking from end to end on the damn thing if you couldn't teleport. Fashion! Oh, you can't see my mouse. Fuck. Circling the dresses in the background. I really like the bluish one. You and Eridan mosey on over to the dressing room of the airship. The room is filled with a surprisingly wide variety of outfits, from various capes to casual t-shirts to flarp cosplay to... well, there's a ton of shit on here. There's a pile of ordnance sticks in the corner too. You wonder... Don't touch the wand pile, by the way. They don't do anything. Since magic is fake as shit, after all. You resist the urge to laugh in his face. Of course magic is real. Those are all just Brain no work. Brain go burr. Head empty. No thoughts, head empty! The fact that I struggled to say that should be your testament of how many thoughts I actually have running through my brain right now. Those are all just confiscations. That I confiscated from unsculpturous lowbloods. In a store. With, my many stacks of cash given to the owner. Definitely not something I like having here. Definitely not something that you bought with your own money. Right. Your eyes wander a little bit more around the room. And besides the elaborate costumes with crazy labels, angsting ensemble, really? You see a lot of really fancy dresses. They look pretty neat. You kind of want to put one on. It's about time for you to add another fan art generating attire to your wardrobe. They know. Hell no, those dresses are mine. Wait, really? You're a little surprised. You knew he had a sense of fashion, but you didn't know his taste was so good. The dresses look pristine. You ask him if he's ever put them on himself before, or if he just keeps them here to look nice. Of course I've put those on before. Just... they're private use only, you know? And before you get the wrong idea, no, I'm not, like, thinking about my gender or anything like that. Aw. Eridan, it's okay. If you're a girl, a boy, something in between, nothing at all, like your fellow blue blob here, it's okay. We accept you. This is a safe space. When I put them on, they just feel nice and breezy and shit. I mean, let's be real, gender's more or less a fake as hell mess that puts unnecessary restraints on people's lives anyways. Hell yes! It's just so arbitrary, you know what I'm saying? To nobody's practical benefit, might I add. And it's not even like there weren't trolls who were assigned differently at birth even back a long ass time ago. Point is, the concept that gender is a strict binary is archaic. It's just flat out wrong. It is flat out wrong. You are completely correct, sir. And I think it's honestly really kind of fucked up. Especially since people who go out and say it's a stone set immutable fucking law are just using it as an excuse to divide people up and flaunt their superiority. I did not mean to do that. I learned a new tool today. There's something in Eridan's voice that makes it clear he spent a lot of time thinking about this stuff. I do too! I do too. Something about the way he's recounting it all that makes you think he didn't learn this sort of stuff to impress people or pure woke, as the kids say. Or for any reason besides the subject factoring into his personal development in some way. Maybe he isn't so bad. Anyway, let's talk about the hemospectrum. Ah, there it is. Anyone lower than yellow is gutter blood trash that probably doesn't deserve the horrid life they live. Which is why I've planned so many raids on their neighborhoods in this very airship and spent so much time sniping leagues in the air and shooting holes into Lowblood's feet. That'll show them to have less satisfactory essence coursing through their veins. Eridan, you can't have activism without intersectionality. Okay? Okay. You immediately fall to your knees and start throwing up on the floor. You quickly reassure Eridan that you didn't unceremoniously barf all over his likely priceless carpet in response to his overwhelming classist sentiments and conflicting, almost hypocritical viewpoints on different hierarchical power structures. No. You just puked your guts out for some other completely different reason. It was probably just something in the air that smelled like your bullshit. Something's probably just full of shit. Yeah. We stand a passive-aggressive MC. Whatever you say, I guess. You decide to hit the conversational go back button and challenge Eridan on the much more interesting topic that came up. Why isn't he very public as an ally if he's so fascinated with the subject of gender? What, are you kidding? I'm not an ally, I haven't fucking done anything. Even if I were, I don't know if you've noticed from my whole quadrant situation, but people know and hate me. It's like, I've been such a relentless flirt that it's become policy at some theaters and restaurants for employees to stab specifically Eridan Emperor in the hand, if I annoy them. Which isn't too big a deal, because violet bloods like me are pretty fucking sturdy, but I suck, and I bet half of the whole planet knows it. To the extent that, like, if I openly support something like destigmatization of gender nonconforming trolls, any existing groups would hate me, and anyone outside would use me as an excuse to deride the seriousness of it all. And I'm not gonna be selfish about this thing in particular. Oh, you didn't really think about all that. Even then, surely it wouldn't be as bad as Eridan thinks, right? At this point, I'm used to being hated. Comfortable with it, even. At least it means someone's thinking about me. There's a palpable loneliness in his words. Maybe this is why he's so desperate all the time. Anyways, let's talk about something else. Like Solix. Do you know if he has the rumored and highly sought after double bulge or... I wish you could see the pain on my face right now. This has been a conversation in this fucking fandom for a decade and I'm sick of it. Are not just curious. You're all like 13. Shut up. What? Fuck it, I'll ask him myself. Before you can say anything else to dissuade him from simultaneously being a huge creepy asshole to one of his friends and possibly unveiling one of the most unnecessary mysteries of troll biology, Eridan whips out a palm husk and starts frantically dialing in some numbers with extreme precision. Hey. For fuck's sake, this better not be about your ex again. Didn't I tell you a million times to stop talking to me already? First of all, don't rub it in about theft, piss blood. I can come to your house and put a bullet through your skull. Second of all, no, I'm here to ask something else. Do you have a fucking double bulge? Wow, what the fuck? So like, sweetie, I'm so sorry. You kind of hate this conversation. When you look at Eridan, you get the feeling that despite initiating it, He kind of does too. He's pacing around frantically. I've heard the rumors, pal. First off, I'm not your pal. Second of all, what makes you think I don't have a triple bulge? Can we move past this? Can we move? Fuck off. Listen, we aren't unveiling this mystery for a couple of sweeps at least. It's way too fucking funny to do that. You were way too goddamn lame. Why do I even talk to you? You should be fucking ecstatic that I graced you with my effervescent goddamn phone presence. You mean palm husk? What the fuck ever, dude. Cranky because I'm fucking irresistible, aren't you? Fuck you. Ever since the apocalypse got fucking cancelled, you've turned into this completely moronic e-boy, and it's driving me out of my goddamn mind. LMAO. Do you even know what an e-boy is? I bet you're just mad because you got cucked by me super hard. What? Yeah, I've basically been making out with Feth for at least 30 minutes now. What? Hazel, who are you talking to? An entitled sub. Put Feth on the phone, you quadruple horn dick shitter. Oh, are you finally making fish puns? Yeah, I'm definitely making some kind of pun right now. Listen, you stupid motherfucker, next time I see you, I will kill you. Really now? Are you really murderous today, or just trying to get your daily negging on me? I'd go back and try it, but yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Those last 3 words are just gonna be absolute nonsense now. That's just what it is. Listen, how about we settle this whole ass mess now? I'm gonna head over to that airship you keep driving around the neighborhood in 2 hours. Get your dumb ass over there and fight me, fuckboy. You hear a beep from the phone. Solix hung up. Eridan's face softens from an expression of rage and anger to one tranquility and calm before he starts to laugh a little. Holy shit. This is a date I'm about to go on. Wow. You put a hand on his back and congratulate him. He seems as anxious as he is ecstatic at the moment. Somehow, he's completely changed his demeanor from when he was talking to Solex. It was like he was almost playing up his awfulness. He starts mumbling to himself about what he's going to do and say to Solex when he gets there. A lot of it sounds pretty rude, but also rather performative, like what a wrestler says when they have fictional beef. You decide to take the opportunity to snatch a cape. Gotta update your ever-growing wardrobe. MC the clothes thief. Yeah. MC the clothes thief. You know, both takes sound bad. Whatever. Some time passes, and you make your way to the airship deck with Eridan, who's having trouble keeping his face from cracking into a smile. Or at least the closest expression you've seen to him having one. Solix hovers in front of you, a couple dozen feet above. Oof. When you look up at him, his frown contorts into something more akin to a snarl, and red and blue energy starts crackling around his eyes like lightning. Remember when I asked you to stop calling me? What? I've asked you literally 40 times to stop doing that, and so many other things, and you haven't listened. So I've decided I'm going to cut you out of my life, one way or another. Understand? I wonder... Also, the no music in the background is because the game cut it out. He seemed to get even more angry when he saw us, so I wonder if he told Eridan to stay away from us. You look at Aridin. He looks a little less ecstatic than he did before. He gazes directly at Solix above him with a worried look on his face, shifting his general stance so that he can better keep his balance. You have a feeling this is more than he bargained for. You look down on the ground and reflexively brace yourself for impact. You felt combat psionics before with Azdaja, and shit gets crazy fast. It's a good thing you did too. You hear a much louder crackle this time, and look back up at Solix, an aura now visibly enveloping his body. He is glowing red and blue, with lightning still energizing into existence inches away from his eyes. You feel the shockwaves of his pure psionic force weighing you down, making your legs feel more like jelly every second. It's as if gravity itself is bowing down to Solix. Big yell that I don't feel like acting out because I don't want to disturb anybody in the house. Come on now, is this all you fucking got? Something about Aridin's feeble taunt tells you that this is absolutely more than he bargained for. Nevertheless, he pulls out his gun and aims it right at Solix with completely unwarranted confidence. Solix's psychokinetic force is so overwhelming that your legs give out and you hit deck, stomach to floor, knees to the ground, ass in the air. Yeah, there is pretty much no way you can stop this. Solix shoots fucking laser beams out of his eyes, and Aridin returns the favor with his own gun's laser, resulting in the most anime-ass beam struggle you've ever seen. The clash ends in a huge explosion of smoke that obscures everything from view. Defying the force of the blast, you zap into the smoke to get a better look. You're quickly met with a vast array of shurikens spinning wildly through the air in front of you, towards Aridin, using the smoke as cover. Aridin blasts most of them away, but the largest lodges itself into the barrel of his gun. As if to say, nothing personal, jackass. Solix flies out from behind, swiftly drop-kicking Aridin into a cannon, which seems to have been loaded with glitter? When Aridin crashes through the other side, he's collapsed, covered in scrapes and confetti. He's bleeding less than you expected. Nothing personal, jackass. Does MC just know how to read Solix now? By the time Aridin gets up and dislodges the shuriken from his gun, Solix has disappeared from both of your fields of view. Where the hell did he... You hear literal tons of rocks crumbling from below. You look below and see nothing. You look left, right, behind you, all around, upwards. Ah, he's above you. Pointing upward. Levitating some kind of humongous... Some kind of... Is that a fucking shopping mall? Did Solix bring a fucking shop? Did Solix bring a fucking mall to a gunfight? Get this anime-ass bullshit out of my face. Bitch, what? Wait, that mall. It's that mall. The one where, in an errant timeline, Direline pleaded with you to take her to Earth, away from this hellish planet society and into a world that was even the slightest bit less bleak. You lose yourself briefly in your thoughts. You couldn't help Tharia then, and now that it'd be easy to, fulfilling that one request is impossible yet again. It's so frustrating. You couldn't save Daria. You couldn't save anyone. And maybe it's too late for you to do that, but maybe you've been fucking around too much today. Maybe, just maybe, there's someone you can save right now. The mall is massive, and if it collides with the ship from that high above, oh fuck, you have to get out of here. Gotta give you credit here, Soul. Nobody's ever tried to maul me with something so fucking big. What the fuck do you mean, maul you? What does that even mean? Maul isn't a verb. Solix, you're smarter than this. No, hold on. Okay, see, we are thinking of two different words that sound the same. Wait. I literally could not care less. Solix flings the thankfully abandoned Maul directly at Aridin with what must be an ungodly amount of psychic force, screaming his throat raw the entire time. Okay, fuck. It's now or never. You have to get off the ship now. Aridin might be durable enough to survive getting drop-kicked through solid steel with nothing more than a couple of scratches, but you're fragile. You'd probably die from tripping on the stairs wrong. You would die from tripping on the stairs wrong. People have died from that. But even then, there's no way Aridin's getting out of this unscathed. Maybe you have time to save him. What should you do? I mean, technically, it's too dangerous of a risk, every man for himself, but we'll try to save Aridin. You can't just sit here and let someone, even someone like Aridin, get sandwiched in between a massive airship and an entire fucking mall. You've got this. You're about to jump in like some fucking action hero and save Aridin. What's there to worry about anyways? All you have to do is teleport in and out. Alright, step 1, teleport in. You step right in front of Aridin, he immediately shoots your arm off. Okay, ow. Aridin clearly wasn't planning to injure you so badly. You quickly see that he's rocketing to the edge of the ship using his gun blast as propulsion. Fuck, he already had an escape plan. And Jesus, fuck, this hurts. Your arm, or what's left of it, feels like it got plunged into the fucking sun. Why did no one tell you that a sudden laser beam amputation hurts this much? Distracted by the pain, you find it hard to focus on warping out of there. Can't even bring yourself to focus on Solix yelling fuck, 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 as a titanic shopping structure hurtles towards you. Yeah, boys, your consequences have action, so do ours. This is technically our fault. But it made you realize something. You try to steady your breathing, calm down, and try to focus on reality around you. Unfortunately, reality doesn't stop for you, and neither does the unflappable march of gravity, as the sheer force of the maw crushes you to death. I should have gone with my instinct of every man for himself. If only you were a little less fragile, maybe you'd find two boys surrounded by the rubble of a crash site, shaken at the fatal consequences of their spat. Game over. Take 2! This video is getting long. Let's try this again. Every man for himself. Fuck it, he'll be fine. If there's anything he needs help with right now, it's something a little bit deeper in his soul than the fact that he's being attacked by a building. You try and think of somewhere to zap to, anywhere. While you do this, you notice Aridin fire a blast towards the ship from his gun, propelling him away from the center of impact. You, meanwhile, just need to get out of here as fast as your mind can take you. You close your eyes and zap away and feel your surroundings change. You find yourself in a wasteland. There's a ton of smoke in the distance, coming from what must be the start of the airship's crash. You take solace in the fact that Solix was cognizant enough of his surroundings that he chose not to send the ship crashing into a city full of people because of beef he had with one dude. After a bit of walking, you see the source of the smoke in the distance. The wreckage is astounding. There's sharp metal fragments and concrete pointing out in all directions. Standing in front of it all is Solix. You frantically zap your way towards him and ask him if he and Aridin are alright. Well, that will show a guy not to ask people about the shape of their bulge. Yeah, we're both fine. He's not dead. Oh, thank God. For the record, I haven't actually made out with Hef or anything yet. That was just to rile him up. He asked Solix what Aridin did to him that was so bad that he wanted to kill him. Okay, first of all, definitely didn't want to kill him. Way too much of a hassle. I would know if he was about to die anyways. Second of all, this asswipe calls me at ass crack o'clock to either pout some high blood superiority garbage he doesn't even believe, or complains about his love life. Basically every fucking day. So what he's saying is that throwing a mall at Eridan was meant to send him a message. Pretty much. You know, not long ago he actually tried to pay me lots of money to wire tap Fef, just to see if she ever talked about him. Oh geez, yikes. Naturally, I took the money and didn't do that at all. Massive waste of time and energy, not to mention skeevy as fuck. I actually told her about that because it was kind of hilariously pathetic. It's how we got talking in the first place. But enough about me. Why do you even care about this guy? I get your whole friend shit, but he's not your responsibility nor mine. Maybe Solix is right. Maybe it's not your job as a friend to make Eridan feel better, or fix his problems, or set him on the right track. That's probably why why everyone gets sick of him. But like, you're supposed to do something here for everyone. You can feel it. Like, you're supposed to smear your huge ass all over Destiny and say, eat my ass, Destiny. All these kids will get their chance at good lives. LMAO. You sure this isn't some kind of hero complex? Maybe. Probably. You just wish Eridan could be a little less of a tool bag. Is that too much to ask? Well, I guess you can do whatever you want. I won't stop you. But he doesn't deserve this, you know. Maybe not, but this doesn't change what you're gonna try to do. You've got a lot to say to Eridan. You wave Solix goodbye and make your way around the field of rubble. It only takes you a few minutes to find Eridan, sitting on some rocks. Ugh. Fucking. That hurt like hell. He's alive! Of course I'm alive. You think I died just because I got a building thrown at me? Actually, if I didn't blast myself out of the way, I'd probably have been buried under a lot more rubble. Probably wouldn't have been able to dig myself out. Solix probably could have done that, but if he went this far to kill me, I really doubt he'd do it that willingly. There's no way he hates me in a way that would lead to a decent gray relationship. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. I was actually pretty close to biting the dust here, huh? Hey, do you ever think to yourself that you have all the power that you could ever want or need, and every whim catered to with ease? And that even despite all that, your happy moments are as fake as magic is. Maybe even more fake. There's no way I'm not doing something wrong here. After all this, I can only wonder what you think of me. I'm just a scumbag who keeps setting himself up to fail, right? You ask Eridan if he wants the truth, wondering aloud if he can even handle it. Listen, I'm not going to be in any more pain than I am in right now, having been dumped 3 consecutive times. And also getting crushed under several tons of concrete too, I guess. I can handle the fucking truth, so just give it to me. In front of you, you see an absolutely hopeless moron who's achieved their situation in life through no work of their own, and who's placed all his stock into social lies. He's cherry-picked the ones that have worked for him and rejected all the others. But what has that done for him, really? Absolutely nothing. Believing in this society has only ever hurt him. Maybe not in the same way it's hurt your other friends. But not even the trolls on the top of the heap are immune to Alternia's brand of poison. He's a 6 sweeps old kid who's ultimately just scared, lonely, and confused. Someone who doesn't have to be hopeless. Someone who can violently burn away all his failings and rise from the ashes like a phoenix who decided, maybe this next life, let's not be so fucking racist all the time. So you tell Eridan to get up from his throne of wreckage on his sunken ship and start making his way to some pit stops of self-betterment before more people take grievance with him the way Solix has. Then maybe he can tear down all the false hopes that comforted him throughout the sweeps. Damn, Okay, not that this isn't surprisingly deep cut and helpful advisory reflection, but like, there's no way I'm gonna remember all this. You gotta at least write this down or something. Don't worry, this is a text-based game. There's definitely gonna be transcripts available online in a matter of hours. I'm gonna be honest here, I'm gonna have to ruminate on all of this for a while. But I think I'm tired of being and feeling so awful all the time. I don't know where to even begin with myself. And I think you might be asking a lot more of me than you think. Life never stops asking a lot from you. Fair point. It's definitely going to be a long process. There's pretty much no way you can force feed a guy a redemption arc in the span of today. Hell, you'd be surprised if he didn't still suck a year from now. But even the shittiest kids can change a lot with a good push in the right direction. Hey, thanks for sticking by me. Even if only for today. Of course, you tell Aridin. What else are friends for? And besides, your day with him isn't over. Wait, what do you mean by that? After all this, you want to still spend time with me? Absolutely! You take Aridin's hand and pull him up to his feet. After all, you two have a movie to watch. Well, I definitely fucked up a lot reading through this entire thing. But Aridin's route was surprisingly deeper than I expected it to be. I was not expecting to go into the whole gender nonconformity and then picking apart at his different flaws, like his very blatant racism. And the message at the end of it that even the worst kids can be made better with the push in the right direction is true. But, as Solik said, not his responsibility, not MC's responsibility, not your responsibility. Wow. Well, that is it for today, stars. If you liked the video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already to join our wonderful galaxy. Comment down below and I'll get back to you in some way or another. And I will see you for our next adventure. Remember, we're all made of the same cosmic dust, so be nice. Okay? Love you. Bye!